Good morning, my fellow chaperones. We begin today's video in black and white for two reasons. Budget cuts and the Ghast. I have some of the worst news to report to you of all time in the entire universe. The Ghast. I can't even say it. Look, I guess this local put it best here. In my face when no Minecraft happy Ghast today. Yes, I guess the developers hate the Ghast because they are stuck in eternal sadness for at least one more week. This week, no snapshot at all. I mean, on one hand, it does make sense. Literally, yesterday was a gigantic spring drop update, but this does also break the trend that has been going for years of the week after Minecraft Live debuting at least some of the features that were shown off at Minecraft Live. So today, I guess it's all sad Ghast energy, but don't you frown too much because, oh boy. Well, today we've got a bunch of other juicy new surprises. Firmly tap that like button, predict the April Fool's update for next week down below, and let's dive in. Alright, I said no happy Ghast today, but maybe we do have some brand new technical capabilities that might relate to the happy Ghast. Nestled nicely inside of the changelog for preview 1.21.70.22. Here it is. Goals. Added fields to Minecraft behavior tempt goals. And then we have some new fields right here. They have to do with the stop distance, the starting, the ending. But then we have Minecraft behavior float tempt goal. This will allow a tempted mob to move in a line towards the player, presumably while it's floating. This has got to be it for the Ghast. Maybe next week, the final bit of setup right here. Alongside to that, maybe we have a look into even more of this next update with components. Added validation for block asset references and components. Wow, that sounds exciting. Content errors will log when this kind of stuff fails right here. This is interesting. Entity placer, block placer. Are we gonna get something crazy in this next update too? I mean, look, you never know. Sometimes this technical stuff is just technical stuff, but we talked about it a couple weeks ago. They added the whole flying amount thing only weeks before the flying mob was announced. Bam! Jumping in game, the locator bar. Clearly, as you can see here, my other me is just busy. He's on a work trip in the Bermuda Triangle or something. So, old footage, here we go. The locator bar has a new update this week. Previously, if a player were to flip into spectator mode and then another player flipped into spectator mode, well, the locator bar would be completely vanished. Now, if you're in spectator, you will be able to see other players in spectator bar on the locator bar. But if you were running around in this grassy field like myself in survival, you will not see any players that are in spectator inside of your world on the bar. Moving right along, bam, yesterday, brand new event server kicked off on Bedrock Edition. Now, it was kind of funny, really, because the kickoff of this event server was slightly botched with a 30-minute delay. However, eventually, the event server did definitely make it online. Now, this event server is really cool. It will be running until April 7th. Stay tuned. I'll be talking more about it in a video very soon. I found some strange and interesting weird things, you could say. But yeah, if you want to check out this event server, it's on Minecraft the Bedrock Edition right now. You can earn a cape that will be on your account forever, and this cape will be on both versions of the game as well. Earning the cape, it's going to take you some time. You can't do it today, but you could definitely start your work towards that brand new cape. There's a 2.5-hour live stream on my channel. Slide over to the live tab after this video if you want to see me check out the server for the very first time and see what it's like. Well, we're talking about big things. Yesterday was update day. You heard about it. You saw my update video. Bedrock gang, stay tuned. The 1.21.70 update was a little bit different, and there are some amazing things. Now, surprisingly, this week's preview is the third preview in this current preview cycle era. There is a gigantic whopper of a feature. You saw it in the title. We'll talk about it in a second. But aside from that, this preview was actually really small. I wonder if they're going to conclude this update a little bit early. We've got some interesting changes to, of all things, deep slate redstone ore this week. Now, if you punch the deep slate redstone ore, like just smack this thing with your hand, it will light up again. I guess previously it wasn't doing that. But at the same time, when deep slate ore is lit up, it will no longer infinitely stay lit up. So I don't know how you were able to actually light it up before, but when you did light it up, it would just stay on forever. That's not going to happen anymore. As you can see over here, this one I punched a second ago, it's off. Why is this one still on? Well, that's a really good question. Never mind. No, it's not. A sound fix inside of this update. Once you press the save and quit button, all the sounds from the game, like music, whatever, will fully shut off. Now, this is kind of a perfect timing because welcome to the 1.21.80.22 bit. I don't know what I called it earlier, but that's the number. Experimental flat world presets. Alright, so this one is odd, but also not that surprising, because if you can remember, just about a week ago, maybe a little bit more in a video just like this one, we talked about some strange hints that were found inside of the game that hinted at this very change coming to the game very, very soon. And here we are. Hey, by the way, did you, real quick, tap like and subscribe yet? Alright, so when on the world creation screen right here, we can go ahead and select whatever we want on this first screen. It's exactly the same. The new big change here, it's actually not found behind an experimental toggle. Instead, all we need to go to is advanced right here and then flat world. Yes, that's right. For the first time ever, Bedrock. Oh, wait, no. You've had this, but you haven't had any of this right here. Oh my gosh. So as soon as you flick this little thing on right here, I don't think that happened before. The image completely flips over. While the image flips over here, a brand new menu pops down, and inside of that menu, we've got other menus with a ton of different options. Scrolling down a little bit more, we get a big give feedback button. They're collecting feedback for this change, and then we have kind of like a lineup of basically what our world will look like. So we can see right here, grass block 1, dirt block 2, bedrock block 1. If I were to go ahead and create this world really quick, let this thing load up for a second, and here I am. I've made it a brand new world. If I break this, that's 1 grass, then there's 2 dirt, then there's 1 bedrock, and that's just about it. I'm not the biggest professional around here, so you correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is basically what Bedrock Superflat has been for literally ever. But no longer. Welcome to the modern era. So right here, classic flat. If I tap on something else, say Tunneler's Dream, the next option, then right here, this little info box will update. You can see here with 230 layers of stone, why they're calling this Tunneler's Dream. I also like how this preview updates. It turns the grass color to like a slightly different color to fit whatever biome the main biome is going to be inside of this world. Water world right here. We can see we get a bunch of water and then a lot of other blocks until the bottom. Overworld. This is an interesting one and actually one that I've already created. You keep it in mind. We'll come right back to it in a minute. Snowy Kingdom. Next up, we've got snowy everywhere. We'll go ahead and rock with this one, creating a brand new world. I mean, sure enough, it looks exactly like that preview kind of looked like a second ago. As I start breaking the snow and digging into the ground, I mean, yeah, it's exactly what the preview said it was going to be. Slime will spawn here. Take a look at the horizon. You may notice something else completely missing, or a couple of things, but more on that in a minute. Our other presets right here, bottomless pit. This is basically the same thing as just like classic flat, I believe, except this time maybe like oh, I'm a fool, the clown, the entire circus. No, it's not. The desert preset, I mean, it's exactly what you would think. It's a gigantic desert world. We get a little bit of sand on top, dig down into the ground. Before too long, we'll find sandstone, and then that continues for a long time. Last things last here, we have redstone ready, which is very similar to the desert one, except this time, it's all sandstone and stone. Creating this world, jumping into it, and realizing that I forgot to enable cheats, so this is going to be a really boring survival experience for me. I mean, it's a gigantic sandstone flat world. There's literally nothing else to it. Don't forget to enable cheats because, I mean, there are only rabbits here, and you can't do anything in survival with this setting. So back over on the menu, flicking this on, I like how this menu pops down. That's really cool. Right now, when it comes to presets, that's all we have. Over on Minecraft Java, as you might know. Well, if I were to try and create myself a super flat world, I have this cool customize button. I can tap on that, and then I can tap on presets right here and have all these presets. But I also have this box over here where I can say, like, change anything to my heart's desire. Maybe 102 layers of, like, dirt, why not? I could go ahead and adjust that. Another thing that you can do here on Java that you cannot do on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, at least quite yet, is change the blocks inside of your presets. You can, like, really make a crazy custom experience. Also, on top of that, you have the option here with Superflat, but also just other world types as well, to turn on bonus chests and generate structures. Now, bonus chests, I think that's an option. Generate structures, So this is where my heart cracks and shatters. I created the preset overworld thinking like, hey, maybe that's like basically the Minecraft overworld and I'll be able to move around in super flat just like I can on Java and say occasionally find a village or two. After all, if you think about it, if I could find a village, well, at the village there are trees and of course a lot of wood, and yeah, it's really the great kickoff to a super flat survival world. Unfortunately, tragically, one of the greatest things still missing from Bedrock Super Flat is the generation of structures. It doesn't happen at all. There are none here, no matter what preset you use. Also, I have noticed on Bedrock Super Flat, it doesn't seem like there is like very much or any world fog at all. Like sometimes it seems like the world goes on and on and on forever. Also, throwback to a second ago, we need that super cool customization options here too. But great news, because this is just the beginning. Developers note, this is the first batch of flat world presets we're adding. More are on the way, including the popular Void preset. On top of that, another great note inside of the changelog, we want to develop the future of flat worlds together with you, the community, by hearing your ideas over at the feedback site. And so following that link, we are sent over to the feedback site where we can talk all about superflats and maybe suggest some cool ideas like customizable layers and whatever else you dream of. I love that this is making it to the game, but at the same time, I'm actually deeply confused. So if my timelines are correct, I believe it was last November, maybe October, where there was an interesting Q&A with some of the Bedrock Edition devs. They said a mob spawning game rule was coming soon, and, well, there was a mob spawning update, but there is no new mob spawning, like, game rules or experimental toggle or anything in the game quite yet. But hey, good things take time. Maybe we'll wait. Alongside that, though, in that Q&A, I believe they said it was going to be a long time before custom superflats made its way to Bedrock Edition. And that's weird. Here we are. So, look, I mean, no complaints at all. This is a beautiful and a really nice surprise parody update. I actually think it's awesome. They didn't make a peep about this at Minecraft Live just this past weekend. Like, it's a 100% full surprise for me and you together today, which is sweet. I mean, just so random at the same time. Where's that mob spawning toggle? What do you think about this? Does this entice you to play Superflat anymore, or are you maybe still waiting for villages to generate ruin portals as well? I'm super curious how quickly the development of this is going to go. Like, do we get this in 1.21.80, or does this get grouped into the summer drop update? Anyways, the super technical experimental things that are insanely powerful, we've got them. If I'm understanding all of this stuff correctly, inside of this changelog, all the way near the bottom, custom commands. Added support for custom commands authored in script. I think this means that if you're an add-on creator, you can now create custom commands, and, well, I mean, I think these custom commands could do anything as long as it's within the confines of the vanilla game. And also commands, while we're talking about them, maybe this relates to Superflat and some amazing stuff coming soon, but release place structure and place jigsaw out of data-driven jigsaw structures experiment. And last but not least today, an amazing fix for the new Minecraft update that kind of does have some major bugs. But the wolves, listen. Oh yeah, baby. Custom wolf sounds, the new personalities, they are back and they're working. So previously, if you were to spawn wolves with these spawn eggs, you would just still get the OG classic sound. Now you actually get them all. Bedrock gang, stay tuned. Not only is my update video coming soon, but also probably a hotfix for some of the many bugs inside of this update. Anyways, friends, that's all I've got for you today. What do you think about the April Fool's update? And will we see the happy Ghasts next week? Call all of that stuff down below. Tap that like button and subscribe. It's been me, Waddle. It's been me, Waddles, flying off dramatically into the sunset until tomorrow. Goodbye.